I guess.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Emily, and our service learning project was at the Galloway Township Senior Center. So our community partner, the Galloway Township Senior Center, is a state-run facility, and they allow senior citizens of Galloway and all of the neighboring towns to come together daily in order to promote active aging and well-being. Our community partner provides this community with the ability to socialize with their peers and have a structured routine since they're able to go every day throughout the week. And then this opportunity also provides them with the balanced diet, mostly provided by the state, that promotes structure, healthy habits, and well-being. So every day the state will bring in food for them, but also they'll have like potlucks so that each member could bring in something one day. They have a member that always brings in dessert for everyone, so we help serve that at the beginning of each day, stuff like that. And then they also host events such as holiday parties, raffles, daily bingo, and things like that. The state also provides a free birthday cake every month to celebrate all the birthdays that happen during that month. So we got to help hand that out one day. And then the senior center also has visitors that helps present to the community, and they focus on topics that specifically affect this population. So one day they had Alzheimer's support, they do like dementia support, stuff like that. They had like a Reiki to work on your inner energy stuff related to what would help them the most. And then the next slide. So our community partners' vision is to work on improving community engagement with a mission to ensure the well-being of the senior citizen community of Galloway and the neighboring areas. And it does a really great job of bringing together these people from Galloway and the neighboring communities to help them form bonds with each other. The Senior Center works to accomplish this vision by providing the community with activities to develop social connections that help to prevent loneliness. They provide lunches to support health, and then events that promote physical and emotional well-being. So the community that we're targeting and that's being served by our project and the community center is senior citizen community of Galloway, specifically those that are 60 years of age and older, and we got to interact with them firsthand throughout our project. And all of these citizens were located in the surrounding area. But what's good about the senior center is that they provide free transportation. So a bus would pick them up every day and then drop them off and then come get them at the end of the day. So our problem of practice that we chose for our project is relative to the Galloway Township Senior Center, and it's the fact that many elderly people are not able to actively age due to a lack of physical activity, lack of proper nutrition, mental stimulation, and socialization. The social determinants of health that we'll discuss in the next slide can help prevent seniors from improving and maintaining their health. So once people start to age, it's harder for them to have physical activity and proper nutrition, especially because sometimes they just don't even know how to go about it. And then lack of mental stimulation and socialization can occur. There's an increased amount of loneliness among these people, and they don't get out as often as the younger population and get to form connections and bonds. So then there's a lack of mental stimulation, which could lead to things like Alzheimer's and dementia. So the senior center does a great job of bringing them together and helping to keep their minds active and things like that. So this slide, we just have the social determinants of health. The top has all of the things that could be barriers, and then the bottom is the things that the senior center provides to help combat these issues. So social determinants of health relate to economic, social, political, environmental, occupational, and educational conditions that influence the health and well-being of individuals and populations. And these could either positively or negatively affect them. So we focused more so on the negative ones and how we could fix them through our service learning. The main social determinant of health that was affecting our community is access to health-related information and resources, especially since the older population isn't so connected like we are. They're not always on their phones, reading the news, things like that. They're not getting the health-related information that we're always getting. And then structural barriers like lack of transportation, can prevent seniors from interacting with others, obtaining resources, and attending events. So a lot of senior citizens don't drive. They can't go to the grocery store to choose the foods that they need to be eating to keep a good diet. They aren't going to the doctor as often. So the senior center providing this free transportation really helps them out because they're able to make it every day without worrying about driving, and then they get food provided to them. And then the events is the same thing, like, they wouldn't normally be able to go out and just hang out with their peers, so the bus bringing them to the senior center helps them attend these events. And then the senior center also works to prevent this by bringing them to a place where they can obtain things like health-related information so that they don't have to look solely on, like, technology and the news. Additionally, some seniors experience a lack of financial resources, which can be a barrier that impacts their health if they can't afford groceries or certain activities. So the Galloway Township Senior Center just asks them to donate $1 every day if they're having the free lunch, and if they can't afford it or they forget their dollar, it's fine. So the state is giving them this lunch basically for free, and they don't have to worry about financial barriers. And then they also provide free workout classes, activities, and educational events. And the workout classes are held in the back room, and it's just easy things that they could do sitting down, like weights or movement. And this is also free so that they don't have to worry about anything preventing them from joining in. And then the center has speakers that discuss health-related topics. We already went over this, but things like Alzheimer's and dementia awareness, what to do if like a friend has it and how you could help them, or a loved one, or if you yourself start to experience symptoms. It's sort of like a preparation type of thing. And then senior citizens are most likely to experience loneliness due to isolation, which negatively impacts their emotional and mental health. So just being able to come in every day, us being able to interact with them felt like it was making a big difference. And then seeing them with their peers, they all sort of had their own little groups and they looked forward to seeing their friends every day. So this really helped to combat loneliness that they would otherwise experience if they were just at home. So SMART goals are goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And our SMART goal was to serve lunch and assist with activities at the Galloway Township Senior Center on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until April 1st. And then we created a plan so that we can make sure we attained our goal. And our project was a direct service learning project. We chose the direct approach because it was more hands-on, and we were able to actually form personal relationships with our community. It was actually really nice getting to see the same people 3 times a week, and you start to form a relationship with them, and we got to see that our help was really making a difference. So we thought the direct approach would be the best to do this. And then the way we were able to contribute was serving lunch, assisting with activities, and just interacting with people and walking around, making sure they didn't need help with anything. By doing so, our group was able to promote active aging, and active aging helps to improve the overall quality of life of the elderly community by emphasizing community engagement, social interaction, the use of support services, and physical activity. So in order to accomplish our SMART goal, we decided that we should split up and attend the senior center in shifts so that we could be there as long as possible. So Ashley and I were able to go earlier, and then Gio came in for the rest of the day. And during these shifts, we planned to accomplish various tasks that we briefly mentioned. We also were able to help clean the facility and set up and clean up after. And then our specific time frame, since a SMART goal should be timely, was to attend the senior center Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 to 12:30. We selected this time because it included the center's lunch preparation and serving time, their main activity times like bingo and the events they were hosting, and everything that mainly went on. That was the bus would drop them off at 9:30 and come get them shortly after we left. And then we felt that this was a realistic plan because it fit with our school schedules and it allowed us each to attend at a time that was convenient for us. So our goal was still attainable with the hectic schedules that we have going on. And throughout the process of carrying out our plan, we were able to communicate with our community contact person, Michelle. She was great and really helpful with helping us like adjust our time if we need it or telling us when to come in and when not to. There's just some pictures of us there. So there are a couple reasons why we feel like we met our goal. And again, our goal was to serve